Sweet. Okay. Hi, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time popping in, thank you for stopping by and listening to my podcast, Anime Hime. I'm Sky, your host, and we're going to get into some stuff today. We're going to get into some topics today. In this episode, we're going to be talking about my first ever cosplay that I did this weekend, a convention I attended on St. Patrick's Day, and some upcoming spring anime I'm looking forward to. Stay tuned. Sweet. Okay. Hi. Welcome back to my channel, Anime Hime, and I'm Sky, your host. We're going to get into this first episode, but I'd like to begin with a question. Is anime worth the wait? And a lot of people would argue no, but I'm one of those people that actually kind of is lately been enjoying the wait. I think waiting for anime allows the anticipation to grow as you get the chance to like share your thoughts with other watchers on like different social medias, and you get to like share your like headcanon some like fun ideas that you have about the show. And you get to like watch almost like in live time with other watchers, like when you watch the weekly updates of different shows. I think being able to like watch it with other people is the best part about anime. It like gives you an instant community, and everyone's a lot of people are feeling the same ways about lots of different shows that come out. I'm not sure if everyone feels the same way about, everything that happens in a show. Like some people like the villains, some people like the heroes. And so obviously you're going to have those like different types of debates and debacles. But I feel like being able to watch with lots of other people makes anime really fun. And just being able to interact with everyone is the best part about it. You feel like you're all in this together. I'm so sorry. You feel like you're all in it together, and it makes a really fun topic to relate to others with. And yeah, I feel like sometimes waiting can be a chore when you have to wait forever with no real update or no information as to like what's happening at Ice Adolescence. What are you doing? You're driving me insane. Ice Adolescence is an anime movie that was supposed to be, I'm not going to say supposed to be released, but I thought we were going to have something by like 2021. And Yuri on Ice Adolescence is what I need. It's what I need. It's like food. I need it. I want more Yuri, and I want more freaking Victor Nikiforov, and I need it yesterday. So come on, Mappa, update us, please. We want more. We are here still. We love you. Please. Yeah. Anyways, I feel like when you have to wait forever with no real update, that's when anime can get kind of uncomfortable, because again, it's just like you're waiting in limbo with no update and no cancellation, and sometimes no update at all. Like you just don't get like we at least got like the precursor that, oh yeah, Ice Adolescence is coming. This is going to be something you should be looking out for. But then there hasn't been anything since, and that's the part that can drive people insane sometimes, especially when it comes to like romance fans. The amount of times we don't get a second season or even like an OVA without any like confirmation that a second season's even coming, it's just too sad. Like we deserve better. We're here too, and we love romance anime, and we want a continuation of the story. It's not always a reboot. Like Fruits Basket did a really great job. We didn't know we were going to be getting, I didn't know, at least I was not aware at the time that we were going to be getting more Fruits Basket, because I only watched when I was a kid. It was about one season, and I wake up one day and Fruits Basket is rebooted, and I'm like, wait. I had to like close my laptop. I was like, you know what? I need to take a step back, because if this is fake, things are not going to be looking good for the foreseeable future. But it was real, and then it continued, and it got a second season and a third season, and it actually finished the story. That never happens, and it needs to happen more often. So please update us, keep us updated, and like let's get more second season romances out there, because I think there's a lot more people out there than the creators or like the companies really feel like would appreciate it. And I think things are turning around. Hopefully, I think things are turning around, especially lately, that people are like, getting into more of all of the genres of anime versus like just the shonen, just the adventure thriller ones. But yeah, again, I think anime is an interactive experience, and waiting versus not waiting can differ with each person. So let me know what you think in the comments, and let's talk about it. Like, how do you feel about waiting for anime? Whether you wait for years or for a week. And I feel like that is a perfect segue into my next little category of this podcast episode, which is talking about some anime news. Yeah, let's dig in. Okay, yeah, so let's dig in. But first, I have to talk about this hoodie that I'm wearing. I'm not going to move my mic, but this is basically a hoodie that I got from Allegory Clothing Company House. Let me look at the tag. I actually just literally took this tag off to record this episode because this fucking hoodie looks so sick. Labeled 007 Jujutsu Kaisen by Allegory Clothing. Yeah, okay. Official Allegory Clothing. This company was so fast with the drop and fast with the delivery. I got this in like a week and a half, and it looks freaking amazing. Of course, I already have like a fuck ton of dog hair on it. I have a husky, so you will see a lot of dog hair in my episodes, which is fine. But yeah, Allegory Clothing. This hoodie, I got the Utah hoodie, and here it says, "Love is I can't read that upside down. Is the most twisted curse of all." Yeah, love is the most twisted curse of all, which I agree with. I mean, kind of sucks at the end of it all. Someone gets hurt no matter what happens, but that's okay. That's just a part of being human. And yeah, loving is important. So loving is the most twisted curse of all. Love is the most twisted curse of all. That's what it says. And I think it's really cute. I think the design is super cool, and I think it's really well done. I can tell that it's like painted, and I don't know if it's hand painted or like if it's like pressed or whatever. Either way, small company, Allegory Clothing. They're going to be having more of their Jujutsu Kaisen stuff. I think like more like this was like a limited time drop, but I think it's going to be available like more permanently. At least some pieces are. So check it out. I think they're really cool. This is not like a paid thing. I'm just doing this because I like the company and I like the hoodie that I got. I saw it pop up on my, I think, TikTok or Instagram, and I was like, you know what? I have to have this. Like, I hop on anime hoodies. I'm starting to collect more of them. I have a couple that I got from other limited time drops that I'm so glad I did because I just ended up loving them more and more as time went on. And this is definitely going to be one of them. Yeah, this is up there. Allegory Clothing. Go check them out. They're really nice. They like responded to my little message, and I'm so small. So it's like, it was nice. It was sweet. And it was just them saying, oh, thanks for that. Like, thanks for buying. And, yeah, appreciate it. Nothing major, but yeah, check out them, and we're gonna get back into some anime news. So first up, okay, Alia-san Sometimes Hides Her Feelings in Russian is going to be delayed until July 2024, and they say they do this in order to make this work even more enjoyable for everyone, which I personally can appreciate. I love the fact that they're taking their time with it. They're like, you know what, I don't want to rush this. I don't want to put this out there when we're not ready, so we're gonna wait. And hey, you got to do what you got to do. C'est la vie. You can't put out a bad product, otherwise it's not going to be worth it in the end. And we want it to be worth it. I mean, I think it's going to be really interesting. And I even see here that the main character's voice actress, Sumire Uesaka, plays Aya from Tonikawa and Sanae from Love, Chunibyo, and Other Delusions. Those two shows are super fun, by the way, super cute. And she is actually fluent in Russian and loves Russian culture, which again, I think is so cool. And I hope she uses that to like make the show as great as possible. I love being able to see different like people tap into their hobbies and really just their knowledge of like pre-existing things that like, not pre-existing things that they knew before the show, and then they get to use that knowledge in more ways than one. Like when you mix two mediums, I think that's so fun. And I really hope that she brings that character to life as much as possible, you know. I think that's going to be awesome. And the animation looked really pretty. Like the key visuals were beautiful. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm sad it's not coming out this spring. That was on my list originally. Before I even started writing down like what I want to write for, or talk about for this episode. I was definitely looking at this one, and then I got this update and I was just like, oh damn. So I just decided to update all of you guys, and hopefully you're looking forward to it as well. Let me know if you are, because then we can all watch it together, and you know how I feel about that. That shit's so fun. Yeah, and okay, hold on, gotta reapply the gloss. You know, the lips were drying out, so anyways, yeah. Next up we got Last Quarter and Neighborhood Story by Ai Yazawa are getting translated in English and are being published in the US by Viz Media. Woo! I freaking love Ai Yazawa. She's such a great mangaka. She also wrote Nana. Hello, yeah. I literally have this right. I turned around. I literally have that book, the first one, on my shelf. I want to collect all of them. I obviously don't have enough space here if you're watching today. I need more space. I need more manga, but I also need more space to collect the manga. So it's like, you know, we got to work on one thing at a time. But yeah, Ai Yazawa, she wrote Nana, and she also wrote Paradise Kiss. I think Paradise Kiss is a really great anime about the fashion industry and modeling as a whole. And it looks like these, at least Neighborhood Story, which is the prequel to Paradise Kiss. It's looking like that one is about the fashion industry as well. Hold on, let me pull up the synopsis here. Okay. So Neighborhood Story is looking like it's about a preppy and creative teenager, Mikako, who wants nothing more than to make it as a fashion designer. But when she enters art school alongside her long-life friend Tsutomu, she finds herself distracted by his sudden popularity and subsequent love life. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, that's Neighborhood Story, and volume 1 is already available, and volume, which I think it's going to be like a 2-in-1, because there's 7 altogether volumes. So it's looking like the next book is going to be available August 6th this year, and then volume 4 will be released December 3rd of this year, 2024. Yeah. So that one seems really interesting. And then Last Quarter, let me pull up that synopsis as well. So Last Quarter manga, it's looking like and there also was a live action of both of these, and Neighborhood Story actually has an anime. I didn't know that. It was released in the 96 to 98, I'm pretty sure I saw. And I mean, that's fucking sick, because I've always wanted more of her work and seeing more. I mean, I obviously want Nana. I want Nana to be finished. That's literally, you know, what I was talking about in my intro, is how I feel like with the waiting of anime, like we don't know. And she's been on hiatus for Nana has been on hiatus for, I'm not going to say too long, because, you know, it's in her right, but I just really want more. And I really wish we could see like how that story plays out, because I'm an anime only person for the most part. Like I'm an anime only person for the most part. So I really don't like to read ahead with the manga, because I mean, like I said, the waiting is some of the best part, the anticipation that builds, but like I also like to keep it a surprise. I like to know what happens as I watch it. I don't like to know any details. Like I usually go into watching a lot of new shows completely blind. I don't like to know too much of the synopsis. Like I'm reading this plot summary and I'm reading like these synopses, but I honestly don't have that great of a memory. I'll probably end up forgetting quite a bit of what I read in the plot summaries, which is okay, because it's not like what I'm here to do. Like I don't want to know what's going to happen before it happens. Otherwise, why would I watch the show? You know, that just kind of seems a little pointless for me. Like reading manga is a little different, because like you have like all of the images and like the drawings and the artwork that the people are producing for us to read, but then they adapted into an anime. And like I said, I'm an anime only person. I like to see it play out. I like to hear all of the different choices that they include with the music and the backgrounds, and seeing how they bring the backdrops to life, and all of those amazing things that make anime my main preference for any manga as a whole. But I mean, you know, sometimes you just got to do what you like. Again, you got to do what you got to do, and sometimes I'm a little too eager to wait. That happens very rarely. I think I did read the Shibuya arc of Jujutsu Kaisen before I watched it, but I didn't read the whole thing. I really didn't want there to be like I said, like a lot of like prior information, any like knowledge that I had. I wanted it to be like something that I predicted on my own. I feel like that's more enjoyable for me. I also have ADHD, so it's like if I know it's gonna happen, I'm gonna lose interest as I'm watching it, and then I'm just gonna be like sitting there getting distracted, you know. So I gotta keep it locked in. It's a whole system that I have. But anyways, back to the plot summary of Last Quarter, the manga that's going to be again serialized and not serialized, translated in English and releasing. This is coming out September of 2024. Okay, here we go. Injured by a car accident while looking for her missing cat Hotaru, an elementary school girl was hospitalized. During her stay in the hospital, she met an apparition of a friendly high school girl in her dream, who gave her a ring as a token of friendship. After her recovery, Hotaru and her friends set out to find the mysterious figure, not knowing they are about to unravel a stranded love story beyond their comprehension. Interesting. That sounds really fun. It's a drama, mystery, romance manga. And again, we're getting that in September. There's going to be... So I think the way that it is that there's one book, a tankobon, which is like just your standard like single book that's released in Japan. I think because I didn't see any other like dates for any other volumes, I'm assuming that they're going to just put it all together in one book for the English release, because I'm seeing here it's only going to have 169 pages. So I can imagine that they would just make like one, almost like a 2-in-1, 3-in-1 technically type of book for this release. But again, we'll see. I hope that it's just one, because I saw that with the Neighborhood Story, each of those were like $25 each. A little much, but again, it's 2-in-1, so you're paying the price that you would pay anyways if you're gonna collect it all. And I freaking love Ai Yazawa, so I probably will end up buying all of her works, which is great because I want to support her. And I hopefully with the support that she has for all of her other works, she finishes Nana. That would be amazing. I'm going to put my lip gloss down because, as you can tell in the video, I can't stop twirling it. Sorry, y'all. But yeah, I hope that with all of her support that she has in all of her other works, that she like works on Nana some more. I would love to see what happens in Nana, because unfortunately I have seen spoilers and I just need to know if they're real or not. I like to do this thing where like if I find out a spoiler, I like begin my delusions and I'm like, no, that was fake. Like someone just like drew this to throw me off and that's not real. There's no way that's happening. Please don't tell me that's happening. And I just, try to make sure I don't remember essentially anymore. Yeah, it's too much for me to deal with. It's too sad. I hate spoilers. Like, please don't ever tweet me spoilers because I might block you. I might actually block you. If you do it on purpose to be mean, like, yeah, I wouldn't appreciate that very much. So yeah, that's just me. But I know some people like completely forget spoilers and they're fine. Like it doesn't bother them and they end up forgetting. I wish. It's like, I don't know, like my memory is very selective. When I hear like a detail about a show or a book, I like to, I guess my brain like locks it in place. So I'm always thinking about it and I like immediately start headcanoning, essentially, is what I do. And I'm headcanoning and I'm like thinking it through and thinking it through. And then it's solidified in my memory, so I wish I could stop, but I can't. So yeah, spoilers are not my friend. They're not my vibe. And that's okay. Not everyone likes them. That clementine was really sour. Probably not gonna eat anymore. Oh, holy shit. Sorry, I'm trying to keep my vitamin C up because I've been sick. And that's why we didn't get an episode the week after I posted my Prelude episode. Go check that out if you haven't already. It's a short little 11-minute clip, so I know you got time. But yeah, no, I was sick that last week and it took me out. I could have sworn I had COVID. It wasn't COVID. It was just like a really bad flu, but God, fuck. It was too much for me. I'm still recovering. I'm not back to 100% still, which is annoying. I've been sick for literally like almost 2 weeks. So pray for me, y'all. I need it. I need some help. Okay. So we wrapped up our news segment about Ayazawa. We're going to move on to our next little piece of news, which is still based on Ayazawa. She's really popping off right now. And basically, she has worked with a company called Lulu Felice, which is a Japanese wedding dress company, to release a collection based off of her previous works. And I'm into fashion. I love clothing and I love shopping and I like making clothes. Like I used to make clothes when I was younger. I kind of stopped, but I'm going to get back into that with my cosplaying, which we'll talk about later as well. But yeah, no, I have always loved fashion and the idea watching the fashion industry, and to see her be so heavily involved in the fashion world on its own without even incorporate, like take out the fact that she's incorporated like different brands and different like companies into her own artwork. She's like worked with them to bring her works to life. So I think that's so cool that she's kind of doing it again with this company Lulu Felice, at Lulu_Felice is their Instagram, and you can see all of the pictures and the concept behind all of their different dresses. They have 9 dresses and 2 tuxedos. They said for a total of 22 outfits. So are you mixing and matching? Because that would be fucking sick as well. But yeah, 9 dresses, 2 tuxes, and they're beautiful, y'all. Like I would wear any single one of these. I don't know if I'd wear most of them as a wedding dress myself. But they're freaking gorgeous. And I think I read online that you can rent them from their Japanese stores, like their storefronts. So unfortunately, I probably wouldn't be able to wear them. One, because it doesn't look like they're 2 size inclusive, which is something I'm used to, unfortunately, being like a big girl. But it's still annoying, you know, like we want fun fashion too. But I digress. Yeah, this collection looks freaking beautiful, and I can't wait to see like other people wear them and rent them. Like the 2 dresses that they specifically like modeled after like Nana and Hachi themselves. It looks like you can definitely like headcanon yourself away with these, and you can imagine them like getting married to each other, because I know they're not entirely gay for each other, but they love each other to the point where they like would live together as a married couple if life ever had them in that position. And which, you know, I think that's so cute. Like I think that they're really great friends, and I think that they're really great like potential lovers for each other as well. And so there's 2 dresses in that collection that I definitely know that they would wear for their wedding. Like Nana's is a black dress with like a lot of like tulle, and Hachi's has like these like not empire sleeves, these like off the shoulder like bell sleeves almost, and they're like puffy and they're so cute. And yeah, I think that they absolutely nailed that out of the park. I mean, obviously I did it herself, you know, like she put this collection together based off of what she literally drew. So Yeah, and she even drew like a different key visual for the two girls. Um in there, I'm sorry, it's not all based off of Nana. It's also based off of Neighborhood Story. It's based off of Mamiko and Nana and Hachi. There wasn't any Reira. There wasn't any other like characters that I recognized, at least. But I mean, again, they all look so beautiful, and I would love to wear one day. That would be so freaking fun. I don't know what I would do with myself. I think I would like actually freak out if I ever had the chance. Like, I can't even imagine. It'd be so fun. I'd totally wear one of them to my wedding. Like Hachi's dress, especially. It was so cute. I would die. I would literally die, and that's all I'm gonna say. We're gonna move on because I'll never stop. um, News piece number 4. That was number 3. Number 4. Talking about that time I was reincarnated as a slime, which comes out April 5th. I'm so excited for that. I literally have a Rimuru plushie on my couch right now. It's it's one of my most prized possessions. And we're getting 24 episodes, y'all. Woo. Yeah, Slime is getting 24 episodes. It's going to be a 2-cur season. 2-cur. Is that how you say it? I think so. And yeah, April 5th. I'm so excited. Like, Rimuru, I've been needing more Rimuru. I've been needing my little slime buddy in my life again. He's such an adorable character, and I love how in the first season that they actually like kind of hinted that he was like gender neutral, which I'm not a part of the LGBTQIA plus community, but I maybe previously used to think I was. I think I identify as a cisgender straight woman. For y'all to get to know me, that's straight. Yeah, that I think I couldn't really tell you, but I am happy with my boyfriend. So that is all. That's as far as I'm going to think about it. I think I've just kind of given up on assigning anything to myself because life is weird and I don't know. Yeah. Don't take it too seriously, y'all. It's nice to know, but it's also not mandatory. And you're more than your sexuality. You're more than your parts and your bits. So it's okay if you don't know. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, but I just like that they did hint at that in the first season. It wasn't really talked too much about going forward, and I don't really know if he even is for sure. This is a headcanon. I'm a headcanon gal. Yeah, that's what I do, and I talk about it out loud. So don't take it too seriously. Don't take me too seriously. Like, okay. News piece number 5. Boy and the Heron Academy Award winning anime movie returns to theaters March 22nd. This is great for me because I missed it in theaters because I literally forgot that it was airing until I saw like I had one more day to go and see it and I didn't make enough time. I forgot. But yeah, it's coming back in theaters and it's going to have like some special edition merch or items that they're giving away, selling with it. I'm not sure. I saw someone talk about this and I just wanted to mention it as well for more people to know about because again, I missed it and I'm sure other people did. I was just gonna wait for a digital release, but I mean now I get to see it on the big screen and I think that's way more fun because the popcorn is what makes the movie watching experience. Like the saltier the popcorn, the better the movie. Obviously, like yeah, I really love Studio Ghibli movies. I need to watch all of them. I haven't seen all of them yet. I've seen like the first 75% of Princess Mononoke. I've seen Spirited Away, but I saw that again when I was a kid, like it's so long ago. What else have I seen? I've seen Spirited Away. Yeah, I've seen Spirited Away. Ponyo, that one's my favorite one. I also haven't seen that in a while. But yeah, I mean, Ponyo, it just has a special place in my heart. I love that show. I love the characters. I love the dad. Let's talk. You know what? No, we're not. We're gonna keep going because if I talk about the dad, we're never gonna get off of this topic. And that's yeah. Ponyo. What else have I seen? I've seen. Is it The Secret Life of Arrietty? Is that the one with the small girl? I think I saw that, but I honestly wasn't like paying attention. This was when I was a kid again. My dad showed me all of these Studio Ghibli movies. Like, I think he was way more into them than I was, which I love. And I definitely want to revisit them. Oh, I really especially want to watch Howl's Moving Castle. I feel like that's gotten a lot more attention recently. It's always been popular, but I feel like it's gotten a lot of attention in the past couple years. Especially with the music being as good as it is. The music is freaking amazing. Yeah, I really want to check that one out. Do they still do like the Ghibli movie events, like where you it's like, do they call it a Studio Ghibli festival? And like, I know AMC and maybe some other small theaters do this, but they like basically like like 3 times a month on like Fridays and Saturdays, they'll like show Studio Ghibli movies again on big screens. Do they still do that? I haven't really been paying attention since about COVID, which is, I know, way too long, but I think if that was a thing, I would definitely go and binge them all. I like, especially this coming year where I'll have more downtime, hopefully, to like enjoy some more of my interests and actually like make more time to like watch anime, because it's what keeps me going, low key. Yeah, it would be really cool to see those like on the big screen. I want to see them all. I would do that here at home, but I'd rather wait, if for the big screen. I like the waiting. The waiting is part of the fun for me. Yeah. And that's pretty much it for anime news. Yeah, Studio Ghibli movie coming back out, Boy and the Heron, Slime, Ayazawa, and Alia-san. That's our news segment for right now. And we'll have more with each episode that I release. Hopefully we'll be able to talk about lots of news. Sometimes it'll be like 1 or 2 little blips. I know this time it went on a little bit longer, I think. I don't know. We're only at 30 minutes right now. That's pre-editing. I'm still getting used to talking to myself here. And so hopefully each episode, like I mentioned in my last prelude episode, will be about 45 minutes to an hour. We'll see how that goes. I'm hoping to be able to release 3 episodes each week going forward, like after like end of May, I think is when that'll start picking up. Again, I'll be working like part-time, so I'll be able to like work on my podcast a lot more. I want to like be able to do this more often. So yeah, I'm hoping that each episode could be released Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And in my Tuesday episodes, I'll talk about shows that I watched. What did I say? Like from Thursday to Saturday. And then my Thursday episodes will be shows that I watched from Sunday and Monday. And then my Saturday episodes will be shows that I watched Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Is that how I split it up? I think so. We'll talk about that more later on. But yeah, I think going forward, I'd really love to be able to do 3 episodes a week. And yeah, we'll talk about anime news in each one. If not each one, then each first episode of the week. So each Tuesday, we potentially will be talking about anime news. And each episode will be set up slightly different, but they'll still pretty much flow the same. I'll start with a question. We'll have some anime news. We'll have some anime update information. Any conventions that I attend, we'll talk about, which is coming up next here. And yeah, we'll also talk about weekly updates. So like the shows that are seasonal, the ones that I'm keeping up with, we'll talk about those. And then we'll talk about any that I've watched like from the past, and I'll rate them. I'll actually have a whole like anime rating system that we'll be able to talk about. And it'll be a way for me to like take each show and look at it very like subjectively and rate them on different aspects. Let me see here what I have that I will be breaking my rating scale into. And we'll like go over this every time I rate one. Okay, so here's my little blip about how my rating scale is going to go going forward. And basically like what I'll be including pretty much at the end of each episode. I'll go over like an anime from my past and we'll rate it. So the 5 different categories are going to be the plot. I know, kind of straightforward. The plot, the the music, the animation, the characters, the amount of fan service, and it's worth it value, which is going to be like my personal opinion on it, basically. So I guess that's more than 5. That's not 5. That's 7. Why do I only have what number? Why? This is an automatic numbering system. Why are my notes being weird? Anyways, the rating scale will have 7 different categories, all on a 1 to 10 scale. And then I'll take that average of each one and I'll divide it by 100. So we get like its number value. And that'll be what it is. So it might be like an 8.67. It might be like a 6.25. We'll see. And I'll go over each category here in just a second. I'll go over it right now. So the plot, I'll give you like a 30-second recap. Again, no spoilers. That's not my vibe. I might talk about like some details, but like I'm not going to tell you like this person dies. That's not cool. I hate that. And then you're not going to want to go watch it. I mean, a lot of people wouldn't want to go watch it. So I'm not going to do that. I'll give you a 30-second recap on the plot and I'll just kind of rate it based off of like the quality of the plot, if that makes sense. Like if it's just a show about like Oni-chan helping me brush my teeth, that's going to be like a number, like a 1 on my scale, because that's not really deep, it's something crazy. But if it's like Attack on Titan, I mean, that's going to get a 10. Obviously, because Attack on Titan's plot was a 10. It was an 11. It was a 12. It was everything. In the next category, it's going to be music. So I'm going to rate basically my opinions on the OP and the ED. OP is for opening and ED is for ending. The opening song and ending song. And maybe I'll even like pull a favorite line from the OP and ED from English. And I'll also include the soundtrack in that rating scale. So I'll be rating the opening and ending songs and the soundtrack all in one category. And again, that'll be out of 10. And we'll see, like, if it's a really amazing soundtrack, then it's going to get a high rating. And if it's a lower quality soundtrack, or like if not the voice acting, the singing is kind of flat, because there is a lot of anime openings out there that like are produced and they sound flat or sharp. And it's just not in tune and it's off key. And it's really kind of annoying to listen to. And so that's kind of my thing. I used to be a choir nerd. I still am a singing nerd. I know a lot about singing. I'm not a professional singer, but I have learned a lot about music in the past. So I feel like that makes me a little bit qualified. And again, this is all just for fun. I'm here doing my thing because I enjoy it. And so and I mean most of the songs are amazing. But, I'm still going to have like those ones that I prefer over others, which is where this skill comes into play. The next category, the third one, is going to be animation. So I'll look at the animation studio. I'll look at the art styles. I'll look at the colors and the backgrounds. Just like the details about the animation. If I think it's freaking top tier, and it's a 10 out of 10, it's going to get a high score. And if I hear like the animation studio is making people like work for 2 weeks straight with no break and no food and not being able to see the light of day, I'm probably going to rate that a little bit lower, because that goes into the quality of animation as well. And I mean, the one thing that I know being true about cooking and being a chef is like, if you are a grumpy person, your food is not going to be as amazing as it could be. And if you're a happy person and you spend a lot of time like caring about what you do, then your food and your work is going to be better. It's going to taste better, look better. So, I mean, I'm going to apply that same logic to the animation style and the studio. The fourth category is going to be like the characters. So I'll look at the characters' personalities, their design, and also look at best girl and best boy, because like who doesn't like picking out the best person in the show, like the best girl and the best boy? Like that's just a little fun thing that I feel like anime watchers really just get to like have fun with and just go out and enjoy and do. Like it's one thing to have your favorite character, but I feel like I don't know. That's just the fun of being an anime watcher. You just best boy and best girl like that. I don't know. That's just like something that I think everyone enjoys looking at and rating. There's even like professional like publishing companies that like talk about best girl and best boy every single week, and people that put together like lists and like spreadsheets about best boy and best girl. So I think that's really fun to be able to look at that, and I'll also rate it myself. And yeah, the next one, okay, this one might be some people's favorite, and this might be some people's least favorite in my rating category, but I felt like it was very important because I felt like it was very important because I feel like this aspect can deter a lot of people from anime as a whole, as an entire category, like as an entire genre of watching mediums. I feel like this is what people like or hate the most, and therefore I felt like it deserved its own category, and that's going to be the fan service category. Basically, I'll give it a.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
So I basically lost video right around here. I had to delete a bunch of stuff from my storage, so I'm going to pick up exactly where we left off for the sake of the video, which is with the fan service category. A 1 is going to mean that there was a lot of fan service, and a 10 means that there was no fan service and it wasn't too raunchy in any type of way. I'll take the categories, add them all together, calculate a score based off of an average, and that'll be what I award. And now back to the video. Wow, I had to delete some storage because my storage was full. I had to delete some shit because my storage was full, and that's really fucking annoying. So I'm gonna try to wrap this episode up a little sooner than later. And I'll have to figure this out for the next episode that I record because I'm doing all of this on my phone and iPad. Yes, you heard it, ladies and gentlemen. I am not paying hundreds of dollars out of my ass to produce this because I'm doing it all by myself, and I don't have that type of money. We can maybe make that happen one day, but right now, it's just a girl, her phone, her iPad, and some dreams. And I was going to talk about the anime episodes, I was going to talk about the anime awards, but I probably won't really talk too much about it other than I think that most of the awards were pretty well deserved. I just think Jujutsu Kaisen taking some of the categories like best character design was a little confusing. Gojo getting best supporting character when he was in a box for most of it didn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. And I mean, with the character design, I think some of the characters have a really great design, but not any better than Demon Slayer or some of the other categories. I don't remember off the top of my head. Some of those other categories I felt were a little bit more well deserved. I even saw someone on Twitter mention how like they had wished that if it had been a candidate for the category, how 100 Girlfriends I really, 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 really love, I think had better character design, and I agreed with them. I thought that show had amazing character design. It was a show about a guy getting, I think, like 5 or 6 girlfriends all at once by the end of the show. And I mean, it's whatever, but like I feel like everything on this lineup was pretty much all shonen. So guys, we got to do better. It's not all about shonen. Like I love shonen, but like there were so many other categories. I mean, even the best romance got like the best romance award that was given to Horimiya, The Missing Pieces. That's like the season 1.5. I love Horimiya. Don't get me wrong. I think Hori and Miyamura are so cute together, but I think best romance could have gone to what's it called? My Happy Marriage or something like that. That actually was about like a true love story playing out in its fullest extent versus like this show has a couple characters that like each other. One couple is in a very committed relationship and it's all hee hee ha ha jokes. I loved this series, but like I wish that more non-shonen categories could have won when it didn't always have to go to a shonen. Best comedy being Spy Family. I thought that was pretty spot on. I thought that was really funny. I think Buddy Daddies was a really great original anime, and it also won Best Slice of Life. Bocchi the Rock won Best Slice of Life. I thought that was a really good pick. I loved Bocchi the Rock. I think that Bocchi is a really relatable character if you're an introvert, if you're a person that has social anxiety. I think Bochi the Rock is so hilarious. And again, I'm a music nerd. So I think having a show where the main super shy introverted character has these big dreams of being a rock star. So she doesn't have to work ever again, which again, so relatable. Such a great show for I think that's a really good show to get into if you're new to anime. Go check out Bochi the Rock and then go check out Attack on Titan. I think those are two really great starting anime for anyone. Anime of the year, Jujutsu Kaisen. I think the show itself, by itself, like if you look at the show subjectively, like what came out, I think maybe there are a couple other shows that looked a bit better. Because also, no, it didn't win Best Animation. Demon Slayer winning Best Animation, I think that will always be spot on because their budget is huge. They do such an amazing job. I mean, and they have an amazing manga to follow from. Like, everything is crispy in the manga. Like, so Demon Slayer winning Best Animation, I think that made a lot of sense. Anime of the Year, Jujutsu Kaisen winning this wasn't necessarily unpredictable. It's just, I mean, maybe I just don't like the predictable pick. Maybe I like an underdog. Maybe that's just me. But I mean, it did a really great job. I just think there was a couple other shows that looked a little bit better than it. But I will say, I think if it did deserve it, it's because of how influential Jujutsu Kaisen is. Look, I mean, we got Megan Thee Stallion and Usher cosplaying Gojo and myself. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Cosplaying Gojo within the span of like 3-4 months. These are like mega stars. These are some of the most popular artists of our age, and they're both cosplaying the strongest Gojo Satoru. Yes, absolutely. Jujutsu Kaisen is very influential. I will say that. So I'm not gonna completely knock it here. Other than that, I mean, One Piece getting best continuing, of course, that's going to make the most sense. Best film being Suzume. I think Boy and the Heron came out a little too late for it to really be considered. And then there was also Kaguya-sama Love is War. That movie, I thought that could have been maybe a close second. I thought that was a really well done movie. And they did release that into 4 different episodes, kind of like an OVA on Crunchyroll. So go check that out as well. If you just can't sit through a whole movie, because I know I can't sometimes. Best score being Attack on Titan, the final chapters, season special 1. That one, I think the music was really, really great. That's when, I'm not going to say it in case anyone hasn't seen it because that's a pretty big spoiler. But the music towards the end, you know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. That was beautiful. That was too good. That was too freaking good. Best voice actor performances. I don't listen to dubs in different languages. I hardly listen to dubs in my own language. I speak English, if you didn't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't really listen to a lot of dubs, so I wouldn't be able to give an opinion on this, so I won't, because that's how it works. If you take part, then I feel like that really gives you a little bit more to talk about. And also the right, I'm not going to say the Italian dub actor for Chainsaw Man's Denji didn't deserve, because he probably did. I just don't know anything about it. And I think Jujutsu Kaisen, okay, this is one that I was kind of lost on. Again, Gojo getting best voice actor. And again, he was in a box for most of the season. And there are people who acted for the whole season that didn't win. And I'm just a little confused because it's about the performance as a whole. But I feel like you should have a whole performance to win the award. Let me know what you think, because this is one I'm really torn on. Like, he did a great job, always has, but again, you know, it just, I don't know, maybe it just, whatever. I think we can end the anime award conversation with Anya getting most, or character you must protect at all costs. I think that's so fitting. She is precious. She is like the spark of life. I love her so much. I think it's so funny when people like cosplay her, but like they're grown men. I think that's kind of funny. Is it just me? I I didn't see any at the convention that I went to on Sunday, which I'm about to get into here in a second. But I wish I had, because I think that is one person I would have definitely had to reach out to for a picture. Yeah, I think seeing those like guys in maid costumes, I did see a lot of maids. Um, that makes me laugh so much. I don't know why, but yeah, I mean, I know everyone's already like given their little pieces about the anime awards, and I'm a little late because I was sick again. Yeah, I know. But I mean, what do you think about the anime awards? Like, I thought that it was well deserved for the most part. There were just a few that really didn't make a lot of sense to me, and I felt like maybe other shows could have deserved it a little bit more. And maybe one day I'll be on the panel to vote for this. That would be so freaking fun. With my rating scale, I feel like that's something I would eventually definitely be qualified for as we continue this podcast, because again, I love talking about anime. I love giving my opinions about anime, and yeah, maybe one day I'll be deciding, and then y'all can argue with me. um, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it for the anime awards segment. Let me know what you think about the anime awards and who won and who shouldn't have won and who will definitely be winning next year. Let me know in the comments. We can talk about it. But now we're gonna talk a little bit, just a little bit, about my first ever cosplay in the convention that I attended on St. Patrick's Day. That was a really fun day. It was my first ever convention as well, and I, of course, cosplayed the most influential Gojo Satoru this Sunday. Last Sunday, it was May. It was March 17th, the St. Patrick's Day in question, you know? I mean, it was a really fun convention. It was my first one, so I wanted to take it a little slow, which is why I only went on Sunday. Um, and I mean, it was a really fun day. I went with my partner, my boyfriend, and we loaded up the car. We drove 25 minutes to downtown Denver, a little past it actually. And we got there very early. We got good parking, free parking, free parking at a convention. I feel like that's never going to happen again. Um, I mean, yeah, it was a really great day. I got there and I set up. I was way too nervous to ask many people for pictures. I did talk to these two girls at the very end as I was literally about to leave. I just saw them and I was like, oh my gosh, like, would you mind if I took a picture with you? Like, because we were all cosplaying Jujutsu Kaisen characters. And I just thought it was really cool seeing everyone in their element. I love that shit. And it makes me want to be more in my element, and it makes me want to cosplay even more and do it in a way that I'm comfortable. Because one thing about me is that I get very overstimulated, and like it happens almost rapidly. Like I'm not aware that I'm getting overstimulated until it's too late. So being able to like take a step back and not be wearing like heavy clothing. Like I pretty much did a closet cosplay for my first one, and I got a dress from Cider, and I didn't even hem it. I didn't even alter it much. I just put some fabric tape on the end that I cut off, and that was literally all I did. I put on tights and a little like bolero thing, the little half sleeve sweater items, and a wig, some makeup. That's it. Oh, and some eye contacts, which go check out my Instagram at animehime cosplay for all of my cosplay information. And I also have a Pinterest where I'm going to be posting like a lot of my cosplay pictures there as well. But I mean, it was really casual for me. I really wanted to just go get a lay of the land, see everything that there was to see. And there were a lot of really cool, like little perks almost about the convention. And I think because it was smaller, it was more accessible, especially for me. Like, I didn't wait in line for anything. I went to a couple different panels. We talked about anime music. And then I went to like this photo shoot room, and it was like a whole room with like a free photo shoot setup, and you can just go and take your own pictures. And I did that, and you can go check them out. And I thought they looked pretty good. Like, my boyfriend took the pictures. He's not a professional photographer. I'm not a model or anything, obviously. So it's like attended this the photo shoot room, and I got to take some pictures, and I just thought that was really nice that they had that perfectly set up. They had two different little sections, and they had ring lights and like lots of different lights and different like photo taking attributes essentially. And I just thought that was really cool. And I mean, I don't know if more conventions do this type of thing or not. I hope they do, because as I want to continue convention going and cosplaying, I would really love to see like some more stuff like that make it like um easier for creators to create essentially. I didn't take any videos in there because I'm a shy bitch, and there were a lot of people kind of going in and out, so I mainly just took a couple pictures, some selfies, and yeah, like I said, I'm shy and I didn't really even make myself go up and talk to anyone. Like I won't get too much into that. Yeah, I'm pretty awkward, as you can tell. And yeah, next time I want to try to cosplay with a friend or two. That would be so fun. So hit me up if you ever want to go to a convention in the Midwest. So yeah, let me know if you'd ever want to like cosplay together. I think a group cosplay would be so freaking fun. I've never done anything like that before. And there's got to be a first time for everything, and I refuse to die until I do that. So yeah, let's make it happen. Yeah, in the Midwest, preferably, because traveling is expensive. Um, yeah. I already talked about my posting schedule. I'm here looking at my notes, making sure I didn't miss anything. My current posting schedule is every Tuesday until I move. Again, I'm moving like in May, probably early May at this point. So until I get like set up, it'll just be every Tuesday. And then it'll go Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, every other day, pretty much. After that point. And the only other thing that I really wanted to mention is how I'm going to be updating my Annie list, not my anime list, my Annie list, to talk about like or not really to talk about, but like really be able to like track and record all of the shows that I've watched and dropped and plan on watching. I think that also kind of comes in with like a built-in countdown, like a calendar. So I don't know if there's any way for me to like share my page, but if I can, I'll put that in my link tree, and we can all kind of track it together and watch shows together, and you know me at this point. Yeah, I think that would be really freaking cool. Other than that, next episode that I'll be recording for y'all next week are some upcoming spring anime that I'm looking forward to, and chances are that might get broken into 2 episodes depending on the timing of everything. But we'll be talking about some spring anime that I'm looking forward to, and we'll basically talk about that like right off the bat. I know that there's many that I've talked about on my Twitter account, but they're like, I'm so excited for like that time I was reincarnated as a slime, as I previously mentioned, Mushoku Tensei, Demon Slayer, Hibike Euphonium. I love music, like as you already know. I am so excited for season 3 of this. I didn't realize that they were going to be in their 3rd year. I thought they were in their 2nd year. Maybe I misunderstood that. But either way, I'm super excited to see how that wraps up. 3rd year, I would assume that the show would end at that point. Yeah, I'm also excited for this anime movie called Trapezium. It looks like it's a novel that's going to be like remade into an anime movie, and it's about an idol. I love idol stories. I think if I was ever reincarnated, I'd want to be an idol or something. I think it'd be like the most fun thing. I used to be a cheerleader, so I feel like those two kind of go hand in hand. Yeah. I'll read the synopsis real quick, and then that'll probably be it for this episode. This novel depicts the 10 years of a girl who aims to be an idol. Higashi, a high school girl, aims to be an idol. To achieve her dream, she sets out 4 rules for herself. She will not be active on social media. She will not have a boyfriend. She will not stand out in school. And she will make friends with beautiful girls across the country from north, east, south, and west. I think that's kind of cute. And again, I love idol stories. I'm super excited for any update on when exactly we'll be getting the next season of Oshinoko. Again, I've unfortunately seen manga spoilers. I don't know what to think because I'm not going to spoil it for you. I'm a little bothered and I just want to know why it's going in this direction. Again, I'm an anime only person, so understanding what happened in the manga is not going to be something that I will have, like, I won't have that understanding going in to the show, but I want to know, I want to learn because, yeah. And we'll talk more about upcoming shows in the next episode. I'm your host, Sky, and thank you for listening. If you have a second, go check out my Instagram, my Twitter, my socials. It's all linked in my link tree. I'll keep that below. That'll always be in the description. And thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, y'all. Have a great time. Have a great day. And be safe. Thanks.